You can see we got an old battery charger, and you can see the connectors are like this. So for people who have old battery charger, don't have the connector piece, which comes out to these cable clamps that actually go on the battery terminal, you're gonna be modifying this by cutting this. So you see the white wire with the black is negative, and I mean that's the positive, and then the solid black is just your negative. So how you do that is you're gonna be cutting this, and we're gonna be putting these on here. So first things first, gotta grab these, and we're gonna be cutting this. So as you can see now, we have that cut, and this is what it looks like. So now we're gonna be splitting the cable on this so we can include these terminals. Now that you have the cable split and you got the cables peeled back, you can see the copper wire. So now we'll be doing the same for these. So we're splitting these. So as you can see, we got the negative, that's already down. Now we're gonna be doing the positive. Now as you can see, we got the positive done. So now we're gonna be using our kit where we have pretty much different connectors in order to go with different gauges in order to connect both wires. So to this, to these. So we're gonna be doing that. As you can see, we're using the blue connector for positive, and we have the wire inserted on one side, and we're gonna be clamping it down with vice grips. And then for the other side, same thing, vice versa. You wanna make sure it's all the way in there, it's all the way down, and get the vice grips, squeeze it down like that. Now because of the type of gauge this wire is right here, we're gonna be cutting half of this plastic down so we can be able to insert this in there. And as you can see, we have that in there now. So this is the positive connector. So now we're gonna be doing the same with the negative. As you can see, we already got this for the negative. Got that in there, all the way down in there, and we got it clamped. So now we're gonna be doing the other part of the negative on the actual terminal. All right, as you can see, we have the negative, and we have that clamped down there as well. So now you got the positive and the negative both on there. Now this black thing right here is called a heat shrink. Typically, you don't need to use it, but a lot of people do want to make the wire look all nice. For the purposes of this video, I'm just showing you that you can do it. You have to put the heat shrink on there first. That way you slide it over this. And if the gauge is the wire is the same amount of gauge, then that means it'll shrink onto the wire and look more professional. You don't have to, but you can. So that's how you change this. So now we're gonna be testing it out and make sure it works with the battery charger. You can also see these connectors are really dirty. So we're gonna be using our handy dandy wire wheel and cleaning those up. Okay, so now we're gonna be testing our battery charger with these new connectors. So as you can see, we have our negative on right now. We have our positive, and we'll read it. Now you see the solid green line that's telling you it's charging, so our connection is perfect. Everything is working. We cleaned our connectors. See the difference? That's how you do that, modification.